Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and today we'll be going over exploded assembly drawings. So, I'm just going to start from the left of the page and work my way to the right, explaining everything and going over the basics. So, on the left here, we have our actual exploded assembly view, which you make in the parts view, one of the things you can do there, along with motion studies and so forth. But we're not getting into that. So to begin, we have our balloons. These balloons mark each part for your bill of materials. That way you can say, okay, item number one is the base milling jack, which is cast iron and has a quantity of one. So in other words, item number one is a base milling jack. It's made out of cast iron and we need one of it for this assembly. Same thing with the other things like the pad, which is number two, so on and so forth. Did the description pretty much says something about the part? If not, like for the square bolt, which is here, the washer, the nut, and the two set screws, you would put in either a company or an item number or a part number that you would order or buy to make this assembly. Moving on from that, we have these little dotted lines going everywhere. These are called exploded lines, and they're pretty much how, or it tells you which part goes into which and how it all assembles together. In all honesty, it can get kind of confusing. I did do this a while ago, so it's not in the best of shape, but it still does the trick. Moving on from that, the name is literally just Milling Jack Exploded. As you can see, I made this February 13th of 2019, so it was almost a year ago, more than a year ago. The revision table, which is just revision A, it's the initial release because there haven't been any changes made to this. Bill of materials, really easy to insert. You just go to Insert and Tables, Bill of materials, right there. Just click that. It'll give you a little window. Open this up, and you can insert it. For the part number, sometimes it fills it out for you automatically, which is why base milling jack pad sliding screw is already filled in, and sometimes it doesn't. So sometimes, like knurled nut, I had to put in myself. The description you have to put in yourself as well as the quantity. But other than that, design table is really easy to insert, really easy to set up. This is, in all honesty, one of the easier things to do in drawings. But other than that, that's really it. I will go into one other thing, and that's when you're in the drawing, you have to save the alternate view as an exploded view. Otherwise, when you try to insert your model, it will not work. And to show you that, we're just going to go over here and show you assembly 1 as is. So it started off as this, just a standard milling jack. You can see our little set screws, our knurled nut, our pad, and I apologize, this part is upside down. You can make it so in your drawing you do a special view to make it right side up. But other than that, we have, again, the milling jack assembly with smart fasteners, stuff like that. Let me see if I can get, here we go, exploded for you. So this is pretty much what's on the drawing. And as you can see, all those lines are there, and those are exploded lines. It just tells you that this part goes into that hole, this part